Hello, welcome to One Mat Series. My name is Mihail from Broadview Fitness. One Mat Series is designed as a full body workout that you can do in a relatively short period of time with no equipment necessary. I do, however, recommend one mat. A standard yoga mat will give you extra grip and cushioning, which you'll find comfortable in certain exercises. However, there's also a symbolic reason, a ritual. You set down your mat, set aside distractions, and set your mind to the task at hand, improving your body. Each workout starts with a warm-up. We go through 4 to 5 groupings of exercises, and then add a super circuit at the end, where you start with exercise 1 and work all the way through to the end without any rest in between. I will take you through each exercise to start, providing a brief explanation, key points, and some modifications to make things more accessible where available. Now, depending on your fitness level, how you're feeling that day, and the time you have available, you might find that you do just part 1. You might find that you add the super circuit. And if you really have a lot of energy that day and are ready to go, you might do the circuit 2 or 3 times until you are done. Let's start with the warm-up. So we'll start with the warm-up. 5 cat-camels, 5 knee push-ups, 5 neutral bridges with a 5-second hold, and then 5 V-sit crunches. We'll start with the cat-camel. Hands underneath the shoulders, knees underneath your hips, tucking the pelvis underneath. Inhale on the way up. Exhale, tuck the pelvis. Really exaggerate belly button pushing up towards the spine. Transition that into a knee push-up. Down. Exhaling on the way up. Good. Getting off of your wrists and shoulders, giving them a chance to catch up. Relax onto the floor. Hips pulling off the floor 5 times. Same idea as in the cat-camel, peeling the pelvis off the floor, coming up nice and high. Squeezing your glutes. That's 3. Exhaling on the way up, 4. And on this one, you're going to hold up. Give yourself a second. Relax your shoulders. Relax your neck. Keep the belly button in. Keep the hips lifted and the glutes squeezed. Good. Let that come down. Bring the knees in. Coming up to a V-sit. Finding your balance. I'm going to add a crunch here. So you're going to get long. Thinking about your feet, not your knees coming in. You're thinking about your feet going up towards the ceiling. Now yours might not look exactly like this yet. It might be closer to somewhere here or even here. But your goal should be to lift the feet and push the belly button in. Good, stretching out. Let's do that again, 2 more times, starting with the cat-camels. Exhale, inhale. Keeping the awareness in your pelvis and in your belly button, keeping the abdominals going up, 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 up. Now my shirt's a little loose today, so you might not see the full articulation there. But believe me, they're going up. Taking that forward to the knee push-up. 5. Excellent. Flipping back onto your back. Hips to the ceiling. 5. Squeezing your glutes. 3. 2. 1 more. Holding high. Really squeeze, 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 squeeze. Bring your belly button in. Come on down. Bring the knees in. Find that catch here in a Pilates teaser. Long. V-sit. One more. Beautiful. Nice. Take it long. And let's do 1 more. Coming over. Cat-camel exhale. Really moving through your entire spine. Allowing your head to react to what the spine is doing. Good. Taking that forward, keeping the belly button engaged. Nice straight line from the knees to the shoulders. And 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Flipping over. Feet flat on the floor. 5, 4, 3, 2, and hold high. Bring the hips down, knees in. Find the balance. And get long. 5, 4, 3, 2, one more. Hold high. Hold it. Beautiful. Let it all go. We'll do some work on the feet now. We're going to go through 3 variations on a sun salutation. Feet right together. Reach your hands really high up, right out of the hips. Exhale. Coming down. If your hands don't reach the floor with your legs straight, feel free to keep them bent as much as you need to feel comfortable. You can step out. Pull the hips back. Exhale, forward through a plank, and as if someone's grabbing your rib cage, pulling you forward. Relax the shoulders, don't crunch the neck. Come to a nice, comfortable position. Pushing right back. Little baby steps forward, stretch out the backs of the legs. Nice, big breath in. Right back down. You can step out, or you can start adding a hop. Pull the hips back. Chest forward. Hips back. Walk forward. Or hop. One more this time. I'm going to do everything with the hop. Exhale down. Hips back. Chest forward. And as if someone grabs your hips, pulls you back, bend the knees, forward, roll on up. Fix your hair if you need to. Take a breath. And let's begin. Your body should be nice and warm. Our first movement, 2 parts. Part 1, a stationary inchworm, which we're going to build on what we're working with in these sun salutations. And then a long lunge, alternating the legs. So I'll show you the first. Start at the back of your mat. Relax forward. You can keep the knees slightly bent to get comfortable. Once you start the movement, though, try to keep the legs as straight as you can. Hands are down. Walk forward right to the end of your mat, and then walking on back as far as you can keep your feet straight, and you take it right forward again. And taking it back. That's 2. We're going to 10 reps. 3. Take a little pause at the end. Pushing back, working the shoulders, feeling the stretch in the backs of the legs. And taking it back again. Try to minimize the movement in your hips. You don't want a lot of side swing. Ideally, you want your arms doing the work, pressing you back onto your legs, taking it forward again for 4 more. And 3 more. 4. At the front here, you want to make sure that you keep the abdominals in so you don't feel your lower back. If you're feeling the lower back, don't walk out as far, and take a moment to really think about the movement we were doing in the Cat-Camels, keeping the abdominals pushing up towards your lower back to protect you. And let's do 1 more. I did lose count, but I think we got to be around 10 by now. And take it on back. Good. Rolling up. Good. Switching to part number 2. Come to the front of your mat. Take a deep squat, long lunge. The back leg is very extended. You're not thinking of a split squat. You're actually in a long lunge here. Stay low, alternating for 20. 2, 3. It's important to keep in mind the front knee. Don't allow yourself to be so far forward that it's putting a lot of strain on the knee. You want to keep yourself back, but keep the weight on the front leg so you're not falling back and forth. Stay low. So my upper body, if I had a bar here, I could pretend like I'm not doing anything if somebody couldn't see my legs. Good, keeping it nice, low stance, extended back leg. Let's do 4, 3, 2, 1. Beautiful. Those 2 movements make up our first circuit. Circuit number 2, step out side lunge, alternating that with a 3-point plank. So, you're going to pick one side of your mat to start, and you're going to step out, send the hips back. 2, 3. There are 3 points you're going to be thinking about here. First one, your toes are always pointing forward. Second, your hips are going back to allow you to keep your knee back, not sending it forward. And the third is that the leg that's not stepping out stays straight the whole time. I personally like to take my hands out to help me counterbalance the weight of my hips reaching back. Let's switch to the other side. Going 1, 2, legs stay straight, 3, 4, halfway there. 5, 6, toes are forward. 7, last 2. 8, now last 2. 9, one more. 10, excellent. Switching now to a 3-point plank. You find a plank position. Point number 1, bring the knee in. Number 2, twist across. Number 3, send it back. 3, 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Good. Keep those going. 2 more. And 1 more. Good. If you need to here, take a little moment. Get off your wrists. Relax your shoulders. Catch your breath. But don't wait too long. Get back in there. Find that plank. And let's do the other side. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2. Halfway. 5 more. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1 more. Twist. Come on back. That's 5. Take a moment. Catch your breath. And we'll go into part number 3. Part number 3, alternating squat jumps. So you're going to go from a parallel position to a wide position. Now, for those of you that have trained with me before, you know that I love the ability to choose which squat you're doing. A lot of times, people just kind of take a default stance to that wide squat. They get ready for a nice, powerful squat, but they don't really know where their legs are. So this movement, it's hard on your heart, on your legs, but it also allows you to develop your coordination a bit in that you decide. You go to a parallel position, then you go to a wide position. So we're going to do 10 of them. We'll start parallel, as if your feet are on train tracks, and you're going to focus on the squat. You're going to sit down, alternate out, in. That's 2, down, 3. I personally like to keep my hands forward for balance. It also keeps them out of the way of my legs, so reaching them forward. Thinking about the downs. You don't need to think about a very high jump. You need to think about sitting back. Sitting back, be mindful of where your feet are pointing and making sure that the knees are going where the feet are. Perfect. Take that to a side plank. In the side plank, we're going to try to add a crunch. However, if the crunch is not accessible to you, don't worry about it. Start just holding the plank. It's going to be plenty challenging. Straight line from your toes to your shoulder. From your heel to your shoulder. Keep the hip up off the ground. If this is as far as you go, stay here for the 10. If you can, add the foot. And if you can, add the crunch. 1, 2, 3, 4. Nice and high, low hip, high hip. Reach for the ceiling. 3, 2, and 1. Excellent. Take it over to the other side. Find a nice long line. You can go straight up, or if you like, bring the foot up. Find your balance. Hand on the hip, or hand down for balance if you need it. And coming up 1, 2, 3, 5. Halfway. 6, 7, 8, 9. Nice and high. 10. Good. Onto your back. We're going to do a leg lift with a little twist. So we're going to call these leg lifts with a corkscrew. Take your legs to the top. You can have your hands just underneath the pelvis so it doesn't fall forward when you drop your legs. Keeping your belly button engaged, pushing down towards the stomach. Pushing your belly button down towards your spine. Pelvis tilted up a little bit. Lower the legs. With the exhale, come up and twist. 2, 3. Going to 10, 4. 5. You don't need to go side to side. You just need to rotate. 4 more. 3. Last 2. Nice and high. And 1 more. Good. I'm getting sweaty. How are you? 1 more. Moving on to sequence number 4. All right. Sequence number 4. Again, it's a 2-part movement. Part 1, step out, step in plank. Part 2, starfish crunch. So first part, we're going to aim for about 30 seconds worth of this movement. If you don't have a timer, I've set myself up with a timer in front of me here. But if you don't, just aim for about 10 step ins. So it's going to be step out, back to center. Step in, back to center. That's 1. Continue. That's 2. Keep it going. What's really important in this movement is that you keep your hips where they are. There's going to be a tendency to want to make room, so you're going to go hips up and then drop back down. Ideally, see if you could just tuck the pelvis in, bring the belly button in, and step out without raising the pelvis. Let's try 2 more. Stepping in deep, back out to a nice clean plank. Last one, in. Beautiful. Flipping over, you get off your shoulders, give them a break. But the abs, they have a little bit more in them. Starfish position, everything is out. Oh, relax, but we're not done yet. Coming right up. 2, 10 minutes. 3, 4. Have a little balance moment at the top. 5, halfway there. 6, 7, pushing that belly button back towards the spine. 8, relax the shoulders. 9, 1 more. Hold at the top. 10, and take a rest. All right, so if those exercises that we've just done have been enough for you for today, grab a sip of water, get a couple of stretches, and we'll see you again tomorrow. However, if you got a little bit more in the tank, we're going to take all of those supersets and trisets that we did, call them mini circuits, and do one super circuit of everything we just did. Now, you're welcome to do this as many times as you like until you are done. I'm going to do it with you one more time, and then you can lather, rinse, repeat. We'll start with the stationary inchworms. Back of the mat, you're going to do about 10 of everything. Hang it down, take it forward. 1, forward, and back. 2, awesome. And 3. That's 4. 5. Remember to keep breathing. Take your time. This is going to be a long circuit. You have a lot of movements coming. So you want to pace yourself, but stay in it. Let's do 1 more. Take it forward, right to the end of the mat, and right back. Push that belly button back. Good. Take your time coming up. Not to give yourself a head rush. Forward, front of the mat. Long lunge, alternating lunges. 20 of these, which means that each leg will get 10. 4, 5, 6, 8, 9, 10. Nice long back leg. Choosing your height, staying at that height, not coming up and down. Stay nice and low. Beautiful. Switching that up. Coming up, part 2. Take it to one side. Step out side lunge. 3 points as a reminder again. Part number 1, think about the toes staying forward and forward. Forward and forward. Hips go back. Sitting down, nice and deep. Arms go forward to counterbalance. And point number 3, the leg that's not moving, stay straight. Take it over to the other side. 1, beautiful. Same things over here. Thinking about your toes. Thinking about the hips going back. Knees point where the toes are. And the right leg for me, stay straight. Straight. 2 more. And keep breathing. Excellent. Take it to a 3-point plank. Find a nice clean plank position. 1, 2, 3. Find a rhythm. It'll help you stay in it. If you try to go too quickly, you'll exhaust yourself too soon. You want to just stay in there for the long haul. 2 more. Twist. And twist. Good. Get off your shoulders for a second. Get right back into it. Hands are down, plank. Knee. Twist. That's halfway. 5 more. In. 2, 3. In, 2, 3. Keep the knee nice and high off the ground. And last one. Beautiful. Give the shoulders a rest. Stay on the legs though. Alternating jump squats. Feet are facing forward. You sit down. 1 and 2. Try to keep the body up. Don't let yourself fall forward. Stay nice and tall. Think about the hips sitting back. Halfway there. Let's do 2 more. 1 and 2. Beautiful. Side plank. In the side plank, we're going to add the side plank crunch. Stay here or go for it, add the crunch. 2, thinking about the space right above the pelvis. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and hold. Beautiful. Take it over to the other side. First, find a nice clean plank. Foot can be in front. Come on up, find your balance. Touch and high. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Nice and high. Hold. Take it down. Leg lifts with a little corkscrew. Hands underneath the pelvis, giving you a little support. Drop, twist. If you're feeling the lower back, first thing you can do is take out the twist. Second thing is don't go as low. So stop yourself about here. Here. If not, go nice and deep. Push that belly button down. Twist. 2 more. Good. Flip it over. Take it back to a plank. Open. In. Out. In. Beautiful. That's 2. We're still going. This is our last set. Last superset here. Here we go. 4 more. We have 1, 2. Oh, it's starting to drip the sweat here. 3. Hold in there. 4. Beautiful. Nice. Getting off the arms. Last movement. Starfish. We're not done yet. Come on up. 1 and 2 and 3, 4. Keep it light. Keep breathing. But keep pushing that belly button in. 4 more. 4, 3, 2. 1 more. And strong. Take a moment. Breathe. Give yourself at least a minute, maybe a few. Get some water. And if you're not done yet, start that again. Start with the inchworm, walking forward and back, moving in through the long lunges, through the side lunges, all of the movement that we just did, starting with the stationary inchworm all the way to the starfish crunch. Great job. Thank you for joining me and trying out One Mat series. I hope you enjoyed yourself. You'll find a list of the exercises below. You'll also find there my website and email. Contact me if you have questions, comments, or suggestions. I'm going to be adding new workouts regularly, so feel free to subscribe to the channel. I hope you had a good time, and I hope I see you again tomorrow.